Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Colton, BearScareBeauty, back again. And today I just kind of wanted to do something real boring. I'm just going to do some regular ass fucking makeup because I want to. And you can't tell me what to do. So there. I just wanted to do some regular makeup though. I've been watching since it's like holiday season and I'm just going to be that bitch, so I'm just going to do holiday shit.
I wanna drink your babies and nibble your ass.
I hope I just inserted me playing Jingle Bell Rock really distorted just cause fuck. Holiday makeup. It's always just like green, not even green, it's like red lip, gold eye. I was literally just on Instagram looking up everybody's like, oh, this is my holiday makeup tutorial. And it's just like gold eye with like a little bit of red smoky or whatever cut crease and then like a deep red lip. Cool. Way to be original, man. I get most people aren't like makeup artists or whatever and they just like want a nice wearable look, but fuck wearable, man. If you're going to a Christmas party or whatever, you want to make a statement with your fucking face. Don't you?
What do you want to do?
I don't know if I can say okay anymore during this video than I already have. Anyways, I'm just going to start with some face stuff. And start by priming my face, just using the Benefit Professional. I know this is kind of fallen out of favor, but I do really like it. It's just a nice, general silicone, you know? It's just silicone. That's all it is. That's all she wrote. Just really hitting the T-zone. God, I turned my fan off because I noticed that you could hear it in like the last couple of videos that I've done. And it is just deafeningly quiet in here now. Oh my god. It's a little unsettling, not gonna lie. Gonna double prime, I'm gonna be that bitch. This is just the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. It's just like a lavender primer. You know, I've tried this one a couple of times, and I don't know how I feel about it. I get that it has some luminosity in it, but yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, it smells like orange peels, and it kind of burns like you're putting orange peels on your face, so... Apparently I have a ghost. Now let's talk about my apartment ghost. Me and my roommate have both seen and heard weird shit. That's not the cat. Yeah, we both seen and heard weird shit. And one of our downstairs neighbors, because we live in an apartment, got beaten to death. So maybe it's her. We have a cracked picture of Laura Palmer in our living room, and that's when activity, if you will, really started to pick up. So we just nicknamed the ghost Laura Palmer, and maybe she's just pissed about that. I don't know, who knows? Just taking the NYX Proof It, and I'm just gonna prime all over me lids. I have really noticed that when I don't use this and I just use concealer, that my eye looks really do not turn out the same. This really aids with creasing, which is something I desperately need because my eyes just crease, bitch. Alright, I'm going to take the 1991. I'm going to dip into Afterlife, and I'm just going to use that to set the lid. You know, I think I'm just going to go full green and red on the eye. Now, do I want red on the lid or red in the crease? That is the question. Yep, I'm going to do a red crease and then a green eyelid. So, Now I'm going to go in with a red. This is just my little precision BH brush. And I think I'm going to dip into... This is like a really deep burgundy color in the NYX palette. It's this one right here. Take that on the brush, and I'm just going to define my crease, and I'm actually going to start kind of in the middle and work out. I found that that's a trick that works well on my eye shape. I'm keeping it quite rounded right now, too. I might wing it out. I'm in all likelihood going to wing it out. I'm gonna build it up a little thicker around the out. I'm gonna build it up a little thicker around this outer edge right there, so I have something a little more to blend out. Going to take, this is my Valium Tools, little precise blending brush, and I'm just gonna not have any product on it, and I'm just gonna sweep it through. Tilt my goddamn body up. I'm gonna repack a little more of that deep brown. Deep brown? Deep red? Whatever, man. Yeah, I woke up today and was just like absolutely disillusioned with the fact that it was Sunday and that my week starts on a Sunday and that Sundays suck at my job because I work in finance and we're at a place that happens to be open on a Sunday, and when you work at a financial institution that's open on a Sunday, life is hell. And then I got there and realized it was Thursday, and was like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Picking up that blending brush again, and we're just gonna run it through. Why am I speaking like I'm on Thorazine right now? Like I'm very low and slow. Just like a Martha Stewart meal. Large, large, large. Big. I'm falling apart. If anybody sees this video, this is just a cry for help. Like, not even a silent cry for help. Fabulous. I think what I'm now going to do is dip into this kind of... It's really hard to pin down because it's like a satin finish, that red right there. It's not super reflective, but it's definitely not matte, and it's this red right here. I know I'm using a discontinued palette. I get it. It's fine. Maybe I'll use something that y'all can get your hands on. It's very similar to Venetian Red from Anastasia. I'm going to take the same blending brush, and I'm just going bloop, 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 bloop. Tap off all the pigment I just picked up on my brush. Blend it out more, you know. And I'm still trying to maintain this a little lower in the crease, so I'm not like taking it all the way up. I'm still going quite low, and I'm just kind of layering the colors. I'm gonna do one more gentle dip into it and just... And I'm just gonna kind of graze it gently. I think I will cut the crease this time. Hello. I'm just going to take some of the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in Fair. This is the concealer. Just a nice little dollop concealery brush. This is just a BH brush, a synthetic one. And what I do is I try to keep it on the lash line and then look up, and that really shows where I need to cut my crease. There we go. See? Do like a spotlighted eye. I think that'll be pretty. Excuse me while I contort my face horrifically so I can actually get my eyelids to make full contact with the rest of my eyes. See how much disappears? It's wild. Cool. Now that I got that down on the center of my eye, I'm just taking that like kind of emerald, earthy green, huh? Get it? Because it's the Earth palette. We're just packing it on. You know? You want to be a dog? Be a dog. Roof! You know? You know, I don't know what it is, but I always find that, like, patting shimmers on doesn't do anything, but, like, actually dragging them on, I don't know if it just like lays the pearls down a different way or what, but I always feel like that yields the best results on my eyes. Take that blending brush again, and I'm just going to kind of clean up the edge because I was a sloppy hoe. And I mean, it's not like I was gonna get a clean eye look anyways, because that just doesn't happen for me. I'm gonna dip back into that deep red on that fine brush, and I'm going to define the edges by just gently tapping. Just tap. Just tap, tap, tap. Gonna take that blending brush with nothing on it and just kind of gently work the front out. It's a little more pigmented on the front, pigmented on the front end than I wanted it to be, so. Going to take a little smudgeroo brush. It's a Sephora collection brush, and I'm going to dip into Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette. Such a pretty highlight. And I'm just going to gently highlight the brow bone. I'm actually going to take my finger in that green a little bit. Because it's like, it's got literal glitter in it, it's just not giving me the pop that I want. I'm just tapping that like right on the dead center. That's a little better. It's a little better. That's a little better. Okay, I'm going to desperately try to repeat this on the other eye, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I think I got them more or less even. Yeah, they're more or less even. They're decent. There was a lot of fallout on this eye for some reason, so kind of glad I didn't do my foundation and stuff first. Anyways, I like that as like a Christmas look. It's very festive. It's very Christmas, and once again, in my eyes, you can't tell because it disappears, but I don't know. Just think about that. That looks decent. Okay, cool. Let's move on to foundation. This is the NYX Born to Glow. I actually just got this the other night. I haven't tried it yet, so we're going to give it a little try. I did swatch it in store. Ooh, yay, it's got a little protecty seal on it. I think this is my shade? I hope. In store, they had a very limited selection, but online they have like 45 shades or something like that, so I'm just going to take a little on the back of my hand. Ooh, that's very liquid. Ooh, wow. I guess I didn't really notice that when I was in store. And take my stippling brush and just dip it on in. And oh yeah. Yeah, that should work. You know, right off the bat, this is pretty nice. It's got quite a bit of coverage. It's got a lot of coverage, actually. Wow. It's doing pretty good on my nose. It's not like the greatest looking on my forehead, but it's not the worst. It's definitely like a nice medium coverage. I don't know if the no, I think the shade's relatively perfect, actually. It does dry down like the tiniest bit darker. I don't know if you can see that on my hand, that little bit of discoloration. Maybe. Yeah, it dries down a little bit darker. Not too bad. It's covered up my acne right here, and right here, and right here. Like, not super detailed. That's, you know, that's pretty good. I like that. I like you.
Come over to my house and you can fuck my...
Yeah, that's good. That's a good foundation. I like that. We'll let it dry down a little bit more and we'll see. I do want to contour quickly. I realize I probably should have done this under the foundation, but I didn't, so... I'm just going to take a light sculpt in the ABH Cream Contour Palette. Yeah, that feels nice. The foundation's still like the tiniest bit tacky, so I don't know if it's gonna, you know, set down or not. Yeah, I'm just taking the can't stop, won't stop again. This is a really matte concealer, so going to take my Real Techniques sponge, which is just filthy, just mired in filth. And I'm still trying to keep the eye look pretty rounded, so I'm not, like, cutting a harsh line. Ooh-wee, I need a little more coverage on this side. The green fallout is, like, very real, so... We're going full glam, apparently. I'm just gonna let that dry down for a second. Fabulous. Just gonna take a little powder puff that I know still has powder on it, and just gently set. Gonna get some brows going real quick. I'm just gonna start by brushing mine up. And I actually have just started taking a brow pomade and using a spoolie and just brushing it through my brows. Really do not need any more greater definition, so loaded up the spoolie, and this is just the NYX brow pomade. See, it just kind of brought the brow back to life.
Jealousy's a disease, bitch. Get well soon.
Fuck I'm doing with my life. I'm, like, not really using YouTube with any intent to get, you know, fame or fortune or anything like that, because I don't really know if I want that, you know? Like, and this is going to sound very vain, but as somebody presented with the opportunity to do something like that, and I don't just mean me, but I mean kind of everybody in general, if they're willing to go for it. But, like, when being presented with the opportunity of that to be given, you know, I don't honestly know if I'd take it. I don't know if I want to be famous or whatnot, so what the fuck am I doing here? I guess I'm kind of using this as, like, a reason to try, right? Like, you know, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of reason to try most of the time, so this is my reason to try. Fabulous. Okay, there we go. Brows are on. In all of like 12 seconds if you have these natural thick boys like I do. I'm going to do a little inner corner highlights. So I think I'm going to take Primavera, and it's a super de-duper fine liner brush. I'm just going to take Primavera. It's the nice gold from the ABH palette, and I'm just going to hit the inner corner real quick. And now I'm just like every other basic that did a red and gold look. Drag me, bitch. Do it. I was just using this as a little precision blending brush. I'm just going to go right under the lash line. And this just has the deep red from the NYX palette on it. Ah, yes. Yes, now I look quite diseased. Fabulous. I'm gonna take that bigger. Really blow that out. Just really make sure that it's never the same again. You know, just really blown apart. Oh look, I'm just like every other gay YouTuber using homosexuality as a crutch. That's not true at all. I'm just making baseless claims, like every Republican. I'm not a Republican. Cool, well, now that I kind of look like Krampus, whatever, Crumpen? Whatever the fuck that dance move is called. You know, it's a wonder that I don't have kids yet, because I am ready to be a dad. Not like with the life lessons, or the financial stability, or like anything other than the awkwardness and dad jokes. That's all I got. Let's get on to some blush. Let's blush it up. I'm just gonna take the little bad girl that I haven't used in a while that keeps falling out. Oh, she's got a crack in her now. This is the Milani Coral Cove. V Pretty, one of my all-time faves. Beat her up a little bit. I don't know why I always put blush on my nose, but I really like the way that looks. Make sure it's in my temples and my hairline. You know, just give me a little color. Just give Pale Pasty Boy a little color. A little kiss of color. I'm having... Okay. I thought it was ingenious and just like hung my brush belt off of my light because it was more convenient. And turns out I am not a genius. And it was not more convenient. Cool. I'm going to take my big, angelic, lovely Delium 990 brush. Ombre blush. Really, just anything that's a very sheer, luminous blush I would use. Hourglass's ambient lighting is this, right? I just don't want to pay for that. And you know, whether or not you can see that on camera, it doesn't really matter. We're shooting for the real world. And this just gives you this really nice, like, natural, dewy look, even though you're not dewy, because I am in fact very matte right now. The foundation still looks pretty good, though. I feel like if anybody sees me up close, they'll realize that I just have, like, alligator skin, and I look fucking horrific most of the time. That's neither here nor there. On camera, I look fucking snatched 24/7, and that's what it's about. Lying to your fans. Come on, depression. Let's get crippling. Gonna take the NYX Duochromatic in Twilight and just a little fan brush. I don't super enjoy fan brushes for highlighting, but I think it really works for this one. Just because it gives like a really nice diffusion. Otherwise, I think it's just a little too much. Case in point, I think that was a little too much on that side. And yeah, we're just hitting the face. You know? I also keep my highlight like really high and it like clips the corner of my eyes. That's just a me thing, but I think it looks real pretty. Just boop my nose. Boop my snoot. This is the Lorac liner. I really, really like this liner. It's just a very deep gel black. I don't know if they sell it like this anymore. They used to. And I really enjoyed that because I just like the trial sizes because I find that I don't go through the full pencil quick enough. Now, with the little retractable one, I know it's not the most sanitary thing on earth, but, you know, whatever. Now, this is just from the NYX Love Lust Disco. This is one of their, like, metallic eyeliners. I really like this, and I think it's going to add a fair bit to the look. I'm not going to go crazy because this is oddly enough an understated look for being so damn loud, but, you know. The only drawback to this is I do find that I have to dip into the pot a fair amount. Now, I think the reason for that is, like, this is literally just glitter. This isn't, like, pigment, this is glitter. Not even really a wing, I'm just doing a little, like, blip at the end there. See? I think that added a lot. I'm gonna wait for this to dry down before doing the other eye. And see, it's like the tinsel on the tree. It just adds so much. See, I really like that with the silver. I think that added just enough, right? Now, I'm not going to worry that my wings are a little uneven right now because in this lighting, this is so reflective that it's like kind of hard to tell exactly where it is, if that makes sense. Like, it's reflecting so much light. It looks like it's in areas that it's not, so this one's a little uneven compared to this one. I'm fine with that, really. I think I'm gonna go red lip. I think I'm gonna do it. I think we're just gonna be that bitch. So, this is just like a nice ultra matte red. I think this is the Morphe red and Steamy. And yeah, I don't know, I was talking to a coworker about Morphe today, and I really like... During that Jeffree Star review, I brought up some... But I brought up some good points that I feel like I really need to continue and follow through with in my own life. Because we just live in this nightmare beast of consumerism, right? And I feel like I need to be more selective with what I use in a professional sense because I don't believe in Morphe. I don't like their business. A majority of their products I dislike. They have a couple good ones. And, you know, it's one of those things like, hey, with the Jeffree Star palette, are a few good products worth using it and worth buying and showing off and supporting and things like that. And I know there are some YouTubers that don't, you know, show anything that isn't cruelty-free or vegan on their channel and things like that, and I'm into cruelty-free and vegan, however, understand that, you know, in my personal life, I wear a lot of leather and things like that, so how far am I willing to really take that, you know? So vegan options are great. I understand for people that are vegan, of course, not having vegan makeup is very exclusionary, and obviously you're not going to support a brand. I think brands moving towards being vegan and cruelty-free completely are fantastic, actually. I think that's something that is like a weird step forward in the industrial sense, because corporations and industrial products, especially things like makeup and clothing, can really shape consumerism, right? So I'm all for moving into companies and brands being exclusively cruelty-free and vegan. I think that's great. Nothing I disagree with, right? There's not even a but coming after this. This is just me trying to, like, rationale to myself, doing a Morphe purge. I think I need to do that. I think I need to get rid of everything Morphe, all my brushes that are Morphe, which is not really that many, and then just replacing them with quality brushes that I believe in, and that can be expensive. This is obviously not saying, like, this is not a call to arms, being like, get rid of your Morphe. Ugh. I'm not asking anybody else to do anything like that. This is a me thing, right? This is me for my own hubris, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's me being a salty boy, alright? That's it. That's all it is. It's me being a salt factory. Wow, okay. Now that rant's out of the way, let's do a little of this action. I'm just taking Primavera on my little finger here, and I'm just gonna... because I think it'll look nice. Wow, that's really apparent on camera. Alright guys, now that we're in, let's take a closer look here. I like the way the eyes turned out. The lips are a little intense, I didn't realize they'd be that. But yeah, I think this is a pretty look. Anyways, if you guys made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Colton with BearScareBeauty. Subscribe, it'd mean a lot. Watch my other videos. Do it. Do it. I know my last two videos have really not been great, actually. I say that very solemnly. So, I think I just need to take more time with them and, like, not do them after work when I need to be in bed to get ready to go to work the next day. So, I'm going to focus on realigning my schedule. So anyways, once again, Colton, BearScareBeauty. Watch my other videos. Subscribe down below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, BearScareBeauty. Same way it's spelled here. And yeah, thanks guys. Bye.